What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and another episode of the Burnley career mode here on FIFA 18. It's episode 18 we got right here, and this is the lineup we're starting. We got the final episode of the season for the Premier League. We have the FA Cup final coming up next, boy. We playing against Chelsea, boy. We going to Wembley, boy. We gonna win our first trophy, boy. We gonna play Europa League football, boy. It's time, and we're starting. We got we got three relatively, I wouldn't say easy games, because as you can see right here, the very first chance of the episode, Brighton and Hove Albion are able to get in behind and put the ball into the back of our net. Our defending this season has just been atrocious. You know that by the fact that we are the worst defensive team in the Premier League. Actually, I need to check that before the end of this season. I need to check how we stack up against all four leagues in England. How many goals we've got. We might be one of the worst defensive teams in the whole of England. That's how bad it is. As Brighton Hove Albion cut us open pretty damn easily. But we got 4 games in this episode. The final 4 of the Premier League season, as I said. And we have a opportunity to finish in the top 10 if we can get the right results in today's episode. I don't know exactly what we need. But obviously if we get 4 wins, we would do that, but it's not really looking too likely as we're early on in this episode and we are down 2-0 34 minutes at home against Brighton and Hove Albion, a team that I said teams like this I want to pick up 6 points against. Home and away, 2 wins, and right now it's looking like Brighton are going to be the ones that do that to us. They beat us at their home stadium, the Amex, and now they've come to Turf Moor. And they're looking like they're on course to beat us. It's only 35 minutes into the game. We've shown that we could come back from behind. 37 minutes now, they come forward. Izzy Brown is on the ball. He turns it, falls to Hamid. He shoots across goal. And Brighton and Hove Albion are all over us in this first half so far. 45 minutes, Izzy Brown on the ball again. Izzy Brown was brilliant in this match. He controlled majority of their play. Anthony Knockout with the ball on the left-hand side. Look how easily he got into the box. Like, oh my Jesus. It's just poor. Into the second half. Now, we're trying to make this a game of 2 halves. We end up with the ball at Patrick Bamford's feet on the right-hand side. He pulls it back to Pozuelo. And Alejandro Pozuelo forces a save out of the former Newcastle United keeper, Tim Krul. Pretty easy save for the keeper, though. Look, straight at him. Easy for him to just punch that wide. But 78 minutes before we create another chance. Lisandro Lopez fires Scott Sinclair. He's going to cut inside. Keep going. Force a shot. And his strike cannons off of that post right there. Brilliant effort from Scott Sinclair. But it's just not enough. Defending again is the reason. Our poor defending shoots us in the foot. And it's the reason that we leave with no points. 0 points from 2 games against Brighton and Hove Albion. The complete opposite of what I wanted. And you can see right here some off-field stuff. Huddersfield United have been confirmed relegated, you can see just up at the top there. Mark Albrighton from Leicester City picking up the Player of the Month award. Now we have to go to the Emirates Stadium, like things get any easier. But, to be honest, Arsenal are not doing great in our career mode. I can't remember exactly where they're placed, but they are not. I mean, for the team that they have on FIFA, you'd expect them to be a little bit higher, but this is obviously why they're doing so poor. Look at the players they got on the bench. Sanchez, Lacazette, Mustafi, but they got players like Welbeck, Morales, and Walcott on the pitch. It just doesn't make any sense. But that is EA. That is FIFA for you. But Walcott and Welbeck get together. Whoa, their whole front three combined to create the first chance of the game. And 3 minutes in, we were almost down already again. That's just typical of us to start. The way we started the game against Brighton, we almost started this game exactly the same. We would have had the same result. But we are able to play the ball into Lisandro Lopez. Beautifully goes around Callum Chambers. But he is denied by Ospina again. I don't know why Petr Cech isn't in the Arsenal goal, but this is what's happening. Lisandro Lopez, that would have been a beautiful goal. When I watch it, I probably should have aimed for that near post top corner, try to finesse it in there. Would have been an absolutely beautiful goal. 17 minutes, Arsenal come forward again. Coquelin forces a really good save out of Tom Heaton. How many points has he saved us this season? We don't know. But we are able to play the ball out from the back. Jack Cork is going to play it into the 4. And you see Lisandro Lopez already is bursting forward into the box. Buries it. Bottom corner. Beautiful counter-attack from Burnley FC. And we take the lead at the Emirates Stadium. So we can't do it against Burnley. But right now against Arsenal, we are doing what needs to be done. We've taken the lead. So far, of course. So far is the key. Because, I mean, we've got a long way. We've seen before we could take the lead in games. but we also can just as easily throw them away. So we need to make sure that we concentrate throughout the whole match and we hold down what we have. I mean, we've done well in this game. 33 minutes in though, we were trying to create another chance, and it's the two guys again, Defoe and Lisandro. I tried to be cute with it and go near post, but eventually it didn't matter at all because again, Arsenal, the realism, the player ID on FIFA is just outstanding because the defending Arsenal are showing us is absolutely atrocious. Look at Koscielny, just an absolute punk right there. Like, look, how has he not thrown himself at that ball to get rid of it? Defoe just wanted it more. Koscielny and Rob Holding, I believe it is, neither of them threw themselves at it. I don't know how Defoe got there first. And we double our lead. Arsenal are a mess right now. Arsene Wenger's lineup is a mess again. It's so realistic. Kevin Morelos, though, for Arsenal, getting real close to pulling them a goal back just before half-time. But now Lisandro Lopez picks up the ball pretty deep. He's got Defoe running off him. He's going to find Defoe inside the box. And Defoe, I think, was taken down inside the box right there as he got into the box. But we continue to apply pressure. Beautiful layoff from Lisandro Lopez. We have Pozzo running off to the right. We go to Lisandro Lopez to the left. And we make it free. Rob Holding couldn't get there. He tried to throw himself at it this time. He just couldn't get close enough. And this man is Bay. We've signed him for 4.5 million, guys. And you don't even know how many goals this man has scored. His goal scoring record is ridiculous. And you see right there, we did take him and Defoe off, being 3 goals up. Took both of them off. But he's Bay. He's just so Bay. Lisandro Lopez, he might possibly be my favorite signing of any career mode I've ever done so far. I mean, he's hands down the best signing you'll ever see on any YouTube career mode this year. You won't see a better signing. A man for 4.5 million. As you can see, we make it 4-0 against Arsenal to record our biggest win of the season. Who would have thought at the Emirates Stadium? I mean, Arsenal's defending is just it's so realistic. But again, back to Lisandro Lopez. For 4.5 million we signed him. We was damn near in the relegation zone when he signed for us. And his goals have propelled us to mid-table. I mean, right now we're probably laying in around 11th place still. All down to Lisandro Lopez. I don't want to say all down to him because, I mean, Defoe has been great for us. A few other signings we brought in have made a huge difference. Like I said, Tom Heaton has been brilliant for us. Ben Mee, players like that. Other players have contributed. Hendrick have contributed. But Lisandro Lopez, his goals have made the difference. And I mean, crucial goals like the one on his debut against Liverpool to grab us 3 points at Anfield in the 90th minute. I mean, crucial goals. And you just can't. 4.5 million in today's transfer market as well. I know he's 35 years old, but he's not retiring. And it's just the guy, I love him. But look at this. I mean, we turned into Arsenal. A lot of people, forget the goal. A lot of people, you watch people play FIFA now and again, and you see them, they're defending terribly. And they're sitting there, they're going, look at this. There's nothing I could have done. No, there was something you could have done. You could have defended better. In this situation, there is nothing I could have done. Literally, I had the ball, they tackled me, and within a second, they played a through ball from their own third that took them all the way through into my final third. It bypassed my whole defense. I don't know where my defense was. I don't know why they were so open. And we were 1-0 down. And just a few minutes after, we were 2-0 down as Joe Allen went in through. Well, I say a few minutes later. It was actually a while later. But the next highlight, Joe Allen was put through and he doubled their lead. And it's just the defending again. You can see we are so open and I have no idea. But look, literally just no one tracks the run. Just not tracking the runs. And we've conceded so many goals this season due to that. Just not tracking the runs. Joe Allen gets his second goal of the season. Doubles their lead. And again, at this point, we was going offensive. I mean, I can't complain. I think I was on ultra offensive at this point. I wanted to get back into the game. And we was carved open again as Xherdan Shaqiri put the ball into the back of the net. To be honest, I don't know if I was on all-out attack. I mean, ultra attack. I never go all-out attack. I don't think I was on ultra attack. It's a bit early. I never really go ultra attack at that early in the game. But we are still fighting 90 minutes in as Bamford and Goodmanson exchange passes. Goodmanson's going to play a beautiful through ball in behind to Bamford. He takes his shot. And how unfortunate can you get to be denied a goal? Hold on a second, because my goddamn mat is making noise. Let me take the sound down on the mat. It's just out here making noise. I don't even know what it is. But as you can see, a second defeat of the episode. We've battered Arsenal, but we can't beat we can't beat Stoke or Brighton. We're coming up against Bournemouth now. And this is the lineup. Again, another strong lineup. We're not taking it easy. Even with the FA Cup final coming, we're not taking it easy. Scott Sinclair, Pozzo, and Lisandro Lopez lead the line. Hopefully, Lisandro Lopez could score a goal on his final Premier League game for us. Hopefully not his final Premier League game for us, because like I said, I do want to sign him to another contract. EA right now, FIFA is hoeing. They're messing up. They won't let me sign him. I don't know what's going to happen. I truthfully don't know what's going to happen, because they're messing up with the contract. They won't let me offer him a new contract because obviously he's been signed recently, but they're obviously not taking into account that his contract is expiring. Because obviously we signed him in January to a 1-year deal, which means his contract's going to expire at the end of the season, but they won't let me renew it. So we're going to have to see what happens at the end of the season. And if they let me renew his contract before then, or if I have to try and sign him in free agency, which will be a problem. It will be a problem, because if FIFA don't let you sign, if you let a player's contract expire, they won't let you re-sign them the next season. That's how it's been in previous FIFAs. I'm hoping that that has changed with the whole new kind of transfer system. But you can see again, it's not getting any better for us. We're 2 goals down again as Harriata gets in behind. He doesn't score very often. I do really rate Harriata as a player. Obviously not a world-class player, but as a player for a team like Bournemouth, a player on a level like Bournemouth, Harriata is a class player for them. But late in the game, we are still trying to push. And really, this game, I've had some bad games. This was one of the worst. I don't know what happened to my team. It really did feel like one of those games where it's the end of the season, you've got nothing to play for, and the team's just not trying. That really is how it felt in terms of gameplay. Like, my players weren't making any runs. They weren't showing for the ball at all. And I'm watching, I'm thinking, really? Is this even a feature in FIFA for teams to be playing like this at the end of the season? Because really, my team weren't making runs. They weren't showing for the ball. They weren't putting in any effort. And you can see, we went route 1 here with the keeper making a big lofty boot upfield. But a finish from Scott Sinclair summed up the whole game. It was just shit. It was just pure shite. And we ended the season. I really wanted to end the season on a high at Turf Moor, and we just didn't. We just didn't. You can see in that game as well, huge news, so effective news. Loughton is out for 7 months. And obviously that being on the final game of the season, that means he's going to miss basically the whole of next season, or at least a huge chunk of next season. And we've obviously got Aleb Dalawi joining us on a pre-contract. But with Loughton being out, I don't want Phil Barsley in the team. We're probably going to look to sell him next season. That's another body we'll need to sign next season. And I already have I really feel like we need a lot of signings. That's a lot. And it's going to be interesting to see how much money we get. But I feel like it's just, I don't know. That puts Loughton's future into question as well. If he's going to miss the whole of next season, season 3, we really need to be improving that position. But this is what the table looks like at the end of the episode. We did finish the Premier League season in 12th place. Now, I want you guys to tell me, how would you rate our season? Based on 1, what you was expecting from me at the beginning of the season. 2, how our season started, being near the relegation zone. And 3, just a roundup. How you feel our season went. Did I do better than you expected? Did I do worse than you expected? Really and truthfully, for me, I'm pretty happy with 12th place for it being the first season, especially taking into consideration how it was going heading into January, sitting in 17th place, joint in the relegation zone off goal difference. I'm pretty happy with how it ended. Next season, I feel like if we make the right signings, we can push for a Europa League spot. We'll see. Maybe we'll already be in Europa League. That is going to be huge if we can win the FA Cup final, because we're going to have a lot more games, which will make it harder, and we'll have to sign more bodies. But I feel like with the right signings in the right positions, we could push for Europa League next season. And I say that because obviously how this season went. But we'll get into more depth when we start next season. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Peace.